So today I want to talk a little bit more about Canva, here canva.com, and it's a really cool tool that will help you do everything you need to create a crowdfunding page. Really, you just need to check out the sizing outlines from Kickstarter or Indiegogo, and you can come back to Canva here and design all the things that you need to put on your crowdfunding page, all the graphics you need. You can even use this to resize some images, things like that. So I'm going to go through just a quick tutorial today on how to just create one of your own designs pretty much. And so what we're going to do is create a little rewards button just to try out this whole shebang. So you go to canva.com, create your free account. Again, it's free, so it's pretty cool to use. It's basically Photoshop, but much easier and free. So create a design. You can click on custom dimensions, and since we're doing rewards, I've already put this in. 680 is the recommended width, at least for a Kickstarter campaign. Make sure to check out Indiegogo to see what their requirements are. And we're going to do about 240 in terms of height, and we're going to do pixels, not inches, millimeters, or centimeters. So after that, you click Create Design, and you'll get a blank page like this. There's so much that you can do with this Canva tool. You can click on any of these like pre-made templates and start from there, right? There's a lot of things you can do. They have like backgrounds, they have text, they have different styles you can kind of riff off of and get ideas on how to create your own designs. But the best thing to do is kind of come into it with a plan, figure out what your branding guidelines are, what colors you want to use, what types of font, what size, so that you can come here and just create what you need to create, right? But if you don't have an idea, like feel free to come here and just look around and see if you can get any inspiration before you start creating and making a really cohesive page. See, there's just a ton of examples and designs just for this particular sizing that I just randomly put into here for the rewards section. So, okay, we're not going to use their template, so I'm just going to delete all this, and we're going to start off with a blank canvas. So we're going to try to create a reward. So I have something up here, some live campaigns. This is one called Pitch Deck. It's a kind of a cardboard game that people come together and just play together. And this is what the rewards section looks like. Just like the name of the rewards, the amount, and what you get, pretty much. That's kind of what they have chosen to do for their particular reward section. For this other campaign, right, this is, an image of exactly what you get, including a really detailed explanation of what actually comes in with each reward and kind of the price. So, see, everyone kind of does rewards their own way. These guys kept it really minimal. Just the name of the reward, what you get, and also the price. So it really is dependent upon you and what you want to create when it comes to your rewards section and everything else on your crowdfunding campaign page, actually. The graphics are just your creativity and your inspiration and what you want to bring to the table and what you want your own brand and your own product to kind of stand for and kind of what emotions you want people to feel, right? So again, it's the way you do it, it's like really easy. It's using something like Canva, but the stylistic part of it, it's what you want to bring to the table. So you can do whatever you want. Just make sure it all is really cohesive, because people do judge like a campaign and the trustworthiness of a campaign by looking at its designs. So let's get started trying to design this one like reward. I just have this quick picture here of a mug that I put up. And so we're just going to design our reward button for this particular mug. So we're going to say, okay, we're going to go to the text area and say, hey, we're going to add a heading. And the heading is called Early Bird Best Mug Ever, right? So we're going to create this reward for this particular mug. We're going to change up the font a little bit. Let's try this one maybe. Yeah, that looks pretty good. best mug ever, size it down a little bit so that it fits into this whole rewards design here. Best mug ever. Add a little subtext like, hey, get this at $99 off, MSRP $100. And we're going to size this down a little bit so that it looks like a subtext. And then we're going to add the real pricing, $1. You can pay $1 for the early bird reward to get the best mug ever at the best price ever. Here we can size this up a little bit so that it's more visible for people. And then here, and then if we want to, kind of jazz it up a little bit, what we can also do is put some color on the background. We can make it, red or pink, blue. We can make it blue. It sounds pretty good. Yeah, we can make it a blue background, and we could add, duplicate this page and say, hey, Kickstarter special, best mug ever. So this means that this price will have to go up just a little bit. So maybe it will be $5. Oops, that's a little too big. So we're going to size this down a little bit. Maybe too much. Size it down a little bit, $5. And then get this at $95 off because it's a Kickstarter special. So it's a little more expensive, and we can make this reward green. And see, you now have a $1 reward people can contribute to, and you can have a $5 reward people can contribute to, and so on and so forth. You can keep creating more and more and more of these. You just keep duplicating these pages and creating more. You can make one literally just $99 if you want, and then make this, like a purple color. Whatever you want to do, you can do here on Canva very, very easily. $1 reward, $5 reward, and now a $99 reward. So next, what you need to do is really easy. Just press this arrow down button, click this, and then you can download the images in PNG, JPEG, PDF, whatever you want to do. I would recommend the PNG version, and then either download all of it so that you can upload all of them to your crowdfunding page, or if there's just one that you really liked and you didn't like the other ones, you can go ahead and just download one of it, click done and download, and it will be right on your computer for you to just upload directly on your crowdfunding campaign page. Another thing that I would want to show you today is kind of how to create one of those section headers for crowdfunding. If you go to different crowdfunding campaign pages, you'll see, let's see an example here. Right here, see pledge levels, that's a section header, and it's an image, it's not text, because if it's text, you can actually highlight it on the crowdfunding campaign page. There is, here's more content partner games, you can highlight that, so that's text. This is actually an image. On this particular one, what is it here? So what's included, they've actually made this whole thing an image. How it works, they made the whole section an image. So pretty much, how do we create, here's another campaign where it is actually an image for the headline for each section. So how do you create these images? What do you do, right? How do you create these little things that you just put on the page? Very much the same as what we did before for the rewards. You go to canva.com. Again, it's free tool. You can upgrade to its paid version to create some animated social media or GIFs or anything like that. But with the free tool, with the free version of it, you can do a ton of stuff. So you go to create design and you go to custom dimensions, and for an H1 text banner, which is pretty much what the headlines and the headers for each section is, we'll pretty much use 680. Again, that's the Kickstarter recommended width. But if you're on Indiegogo, make sure to check out what the width is on that platform. And for the height, we're going to use 100. So we last talked about the best mug ever. So what we're going to do now is create, actually this was the other design I made, so it's okay. It's still the best mug ever. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to create the header text. So what we can do is, add the heading and say features you'll love, right? So that will be the heading for the features section. And you can update this and say, hey, I don't like this font. What kind of font should I use? What font works for my particular project and my campaign? Ooh, this one's a little cute, so I'll just use this one. We can add some graphics to it, right? We can add some swipes, what else can we add here? We can use gradients. We can use lines. Ooh, lines sound pretty cool. We can use some lines for this. Oh, this looks pretty cool. Let's try this. We'll use lines and then put it right here. Let's see, we can actually flip this. Can we flip this? Yeah, we can. We can flip this. We can actually duplicate this. Actually, let's make a color we like first. Let's use this color. And then we want to duplicate this. And we want to flip it. Flip horizontal. And so we can have it on both sides. Features you'll love. Boom. And if you even want, you can go to the background and update the background to a different color so that the heading actually stands out for each of the sections that you're talking about. Section here, right? This is white background, but you can make the background, you know, like what we did, like a yellow color so it stands out and people know that this is a new section now. You can actually create more, like timeline. All right, you can duplicate and say, meet the team, meet the team. And you can duplicate this again and say, risks and challenges. You can duplicate this again and write that. You can write something like, let's see, features, and you can write the about the materials, and you can write more designs we've created. So there's so much you can create just using this one little initial template that you have created. You see all these guys, they probably, they might have hired like a designer, but you can make all of this yourself on this tool like Canva, right? You can add a section here. How it works, how do you actually use your mug? Like you can put cold water, hot water, whatever you want. So again, Canva is a great tool. You can just go through all this and download as PNG as recommended. Any of the headlines or feature headers or section headers that you like, you can download all of them, or you can download just 1 and 7 if you were a big fan of 1 and 7 and you actually wanted to use that but you didn't want to use anything else. Just download those 2 and click download, and that is all you need to do before you upload it to your crowdfunding page. And guys, if you found value from this video, be sure to hit the like button below so that others will be able to find this video too and get some help with their particular crowdfunding campaign. And if you liked it and want some more crowdfunding content and help for your crowdfunding campaign and your launch, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I will be seeing you again soon.